A very good morning, boys. Welcome you all for the third lecture of this maxima and minima, and I am solving the problems of the exercise 6.5. Now, as we have discussed in the last lesson that we are dealing with the word problems from question 19 to 26, and the similar type of questions we can find in the miscellaneous exercise also. These questions are very important, and almost one question is asked of 6 marks from this kind of word problems which comes from maxima and minima. And throughout the practice I have observed that unless you won't solve these questions 3 times by your own, you won't able to solve it. That's why it's my very simple and sincere advice to all of you. When I solve these questions for you, it seems to be easy. Yes, I can do it. But when the question comes to you, and when you are asked to solve the problems, maybe you will find a difficulty, right? That's why try to understand the language of the question, and then accordingly you formulate the function, and then you go for maxima or minima as it is required by the question. Right now, in the last lesson, in the last lecture, I have done up to question number 13, 14, I think, right? 17, a square piece of a teen, and the 18 question is also almost same. Now question number 19 I have in front of me. Show that of all the rectangles in a given fixed circle, the square has the maximum area. A fixed circle is given, that means circle is fixed, right? Now in the circle we draw a rectangle. Now we have to prove that this rectangle will have the area maximum when it is a square. When it is a square, because a square is also a rectangle. Now you know that ABCD is a rectangle. We don't know the length and breadth of the rectangle, right? Let us suppose the breadth is x and length is y. And if I am able to prove that x is equal to y, then the problem will be sorted out, right? This is the length, this is the breadth. Or you can take this as x as length, this as breadth, no problem, it's your choice, right? So now you write, let x and y be the length and breadth of a rectangle, length and breadth of a rectangle drawn in a given circle. Circle is given, that means something, and we cannot draw a circle without radius and center, of a given circle with radius r. Okay, now if I join it, certainly the center of the circle lie on the diagonal of the rectangle, right? And this part is given how much r. This is also r. Now we have one relation in this AC, AB and BC. What the relation we have? We know that x square plus y square. Now ABC is a right angle triangle. Why right angle triangle? Because ABCD is a rectangle. This angle is 90 degree, of course. Now in a right angle triangle, AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. Therefore, now we can write, we have x square plus y square is equal to 2r whole square, and that is equal to 4r square. Therefore, I can write y square is equal to 4r square minus x square, and that is y is equal to under root 4r square minus x square. Now, what we have to maximize or minimize? Area. Area of what? Area of rectangle. The formula for area of rectangle, we know that the area of rectangle is equal to length into breadth, right? Now area of rectangle is equal to length into breadth. Length I have taken x and breadth is y, and y is what? Under root 4r square minus x square. Now we have area is equal to x under root 4r square minus x square. This is a function and we have to maximize or minimize it. Here we have to maximize it. Remember one thing. First of all, you start with what is given in the question. Okay, which part is given? Never we differentiate the function with the given part. Whatever is given, we will never differentiate. Always we differentiate with the variable which we assume, which we suppose. Right? Here I have taken the variable x and y, but I have converted and I have turned this y in terms of x and the given term r. That's why y square is equal to 4r square minus s square. I will use now y is equal to under root 4r square minus s square, and therefore a is equal to x under root 4r square minus s square. Now, simply I can differentiate here also, but since I find that there is one term x without a square root and there is one term 4r square minus s square which is a square root, that's why we will square it so that the square root will be removed. Therefore, it implies that I will write a dash is equal to x square into 4r square minus x square. Right? And now we will differentiate it. If I differentiate here also, we will get the same result. Right? And just to make this easy, here the question is easy, the function is easy, that's why we can do it. But somewhere we will find, because when we go in the further question, somewhere we will find that the question becomes, the function becomes little bit more difficult. In that case, it will be compulsory for us to square it and to make it simple, so that differentiation will be easy. Here now differentiate with respect to x. So now what I will get? Differentiation of a dash with x is equal to x square into 4r square. 4r square is constant. That's why 4 2s are 8, 4r square into 2x. 4r square into 2x minus x to the power 4 will be 4x cube. And for maxima minima, we know that dA dash by dx is equal to 0. So now we will equate it with this. For maxima minima, or minima, dA dash by dx is equal to 0, and it implies that 8 r square x is equal to 4x cube, that is 4 2s are 8, and x cube will have x square. That means x square is equal to 2r square. It implies that x is equal to root 2r. X is equal to root 2r. Okay. Now you have to show that yes, at this value of x is equal to root 2r, it has maximum area, and for that we have to check dA double dash by dx at x is equal to root 2r. So now here we have 8 x r square minus 4x cube. This is the first differentiation, dA dash by dx. Now we'll differentiate. Now we'll check it at dA double dash by dx square. Right, is equal to 8xr cube. What will have? 8r square. 8r square minus 12x square. And x square is equal to how much? 2r square. So now if I put the value of x square at 2r square, that means I will find out d2a dash by dx square at x is equal to root 2r. At x is equal to root 2r, we will get 8r square minus 12 into x square is equal to 2r square. The 8r square minus 24r square, which is less than 0. Which is less than 0. And therefore, at x is equal to root 2r, the given function, which was a dash or a x square 4r square minus s square, has maximum area. This part we have done, and now we will prove that yes, hence area is maximum. Now let us see that this will not be a rectangle, it will be a square. That means I have to prove that when x is equal to root 2r, then y is also root 2r, and for that I have to put the value of x square in the given function. Y square is equal to 4r square minus s square, and therefore now the last part of the questions we will do. We know that y square is equal to 4r square minus x square. That means y square is equal to 4r square minus x square is equal to 2r square, and that is equal to 2r square. So y square is also 2r square. It implies that y is also root 2r. That means what we have proved, that x is equal to y is equal to root 2r. That means both the x and y, length and breadth of the rectangle is same, and hence ABCD is a square. That's why when it will be a square, then only it will have the maximum area. Right? This was the question number 19. Okay. Now question number 20. In the question number 20, it is given that show that the right circular cylinder of given surface. Show that the right circular cylinder of given surface, right circular cylinder of given surface area and maximum volume is such that, or maximum volume is such that its height is such that its height is equal to diameter of base. diameter of base. See now, the right circular cylinder of a given surface area and maximum volume is such that its height is equal to the diameter of base. Right circular cylinder let A, B, C, D is a right circular cylinder in which the radius is r centimeter and the height is s centimeter. Okay. So now first of all we'll write let r be the let r and h be the radius and height of right circular cylinder of right circular cylinder. Now first of all we will start with what is given. It is given that given surface area, and you know that the surface area of cylinder is 2 pi RH plus 2 pi RS square. Yes or no? S is the surface area and 2 pi RS plus 2 pi RS square. Therefore, can I write S minus 2 pi R square upon 2 pi R is equal to H? Because here I have taken two variables R and H I have assumed, and by taking two variables and one thing surface area S is given, we will have the three terms. It will be difficult. That's why minimize it. How I am minimizing it? Whatever is given and whatever I have assumed at R and H, I try to convert in one part. That means H I am replacing with the given and the one variable R. Therefore, now H is equal to S minus 2 pi R square upon 2 pi R I can use. Right? Now, this is the given part. And on the function which I have to formulate, that is what? Maximum volume. Volume of what? Circular cylinder. And you know that the volume of cylinder formula, the volume of cylinder is equal to what? Pi R square H. The volume of formula is pi R square H. That's why we can write that the volume of cylinder is equal to pi R square H. Now pi, radius I have taken R, and H is S minus 2 pi R square upon 2 pi R. See now. Pi R square in place of H I have used S minus 2 pi R square upon 2 pi R. Now here pi R square is cancelled. Now this V is equal to 1 by 2 in bracket. Can I write Rs minus 2 pi R cube. 1 by 2 Rs minus 2 pi R cube. Now this is the function. Now this function we have to maximize or we have to minimize. So now I will differentiate with respect to R, not respect to S. Why not S? Because S is given, and whatever the given is there, never you differentiate with that. So now you differentiate with respect to R. I will get dV by dr is equal to 1 by 2 S minus 3 to the 6 pi R square. Half S minus 6 pi R square. Yes, and you know that for maximum minima dV by dr equal to 0. For dV by dr equal to 0, it implies that S is equal to 6 pi R square. S is equal to 6 pi R square. And when S is equal to 6 pi r square, now you have got S is equal to 6 pi r square. Now two things are left. I have to prove that at S is equal to 6 pi r square, it has maximum volume. It has maximum volume, right? That means I have to double differentiate. So that's why I'll find out d square v by dr square is equal to, here half, again s is constant, minus 12 pi r. This is now minus 6 pi r, and if I put the value here, isn't it? So now half minus, we will get minus 6 pi r, and minus 6 pi r is already, minus 6 pi r is already less than 0, negative, and that's why it has, therefore it has maximum volume when S is equal to 6 pi r square. This part is done. Now one part is left. When it has a maximum volume, then its height is equal to the diameter of base. See, I have one relation between this h and this part. Okay, now I will put this value of S is equal to 6 pi r square in the given function, which I have assumed as h is equal to s minus 2 pi r square upon 2 pi r. Just we can pause the video, you can note it down, and then I will put this value here. I have h is equal to s minus 2 pi r square. S is equal to 6 pi r square minus 2 pi r square upon 2 pi r. Now we will have 4 pi r square upon 2 pi r. 2 to the 4, pi cancel, r, that is equal to 2r. What we have got now? H is equal to 2r. Therefore h is equal to 2r. Therefore height of cylinder is equal to 2 times of the radius, or we can say is equal to diameter of cylinder. This was the question, and hence it is done. Same way we have to do it, right? After this question number 20, if I go for question number 21, in the 21, it is given that of all the closed cylindrical cans, right circular cylinder, of a given volume of 100 cubic centimeters, find the dimension of the can which has the minimum surface area. That means the cylindrical can is given. So let R and H be the radius and base of the cylindrical can. Let R and H be the radius and height of cylindrical can, right? And it is given that its volume of cylinder is pi r square s. That means that the volume of cylinder is equal to pi r square s, and it is given that pi r square is equal to 100. Now again I can have here h is equal to 100 upon pi r square, because 100 is the volume, therefore h is equal to 100 upon pi r square. Now which part I have to maximize, minimize? Dimension of the can which has a minimum surface area. Now the surface area of cylinder is given by surface area of cylinder. Surface area of cylinder is given by 2 pi RH plus 2 pi r square. Here the surface area I will assume as S. Now S is equal to 2 pi RH plus 2 pi r square, and we already know that 2 pi r square and 2 pi RH, and H is given 100 upon pi r square. That's why I will convert it into the one variable, that S is equal to 2 pi r into 100 upon pi r square plus 2 pi r square. Pi cancel, that means now 200, S is equal to 200 upon r plus 2 pi r square. This is the function I am left out with. Is equal, S is equal to 100, 200 upon r plus 2 pi r square, right? Now we have to differentiate this function S with respect to r. Therefore now I will find out ds by dr. So now ds by dr is equal to minus 200 upon r square. 200 is the constant, 1 by r to the power minus 1 into r to the power minus 1 by r square. That's why differentiation of 1 by r is minus 1 by r square, plus 2 pi is constant and r square will differentiate, we will get here 4 pi r minus 200 by r square plus 4 pi r. That means now for maxima minima, ds by dr equal to 0. For maxima or minima, we know that ds by dr equal to 0. It implies that 4 pi r is equal to 200 upon r square. This can I write now, r cube is equal to 200 upon 4 pi. That means 4 pi 50 upon pi. R Q is equal to 50 upon pi. R Q is equal to 50 upon pi, and therefore R will be equal to what? Q root of 50 upon pi. Right. That means at R Q is equal to 50 upon pi, it will have the minimum. It is given that minimum. That is contained inside minimum surface area. Surface area is minimum. That I am going to find it out. I am going to prove that when I will go for ds square s by dr square. Okay. Now here we have ds by dr. We have got rq is equal to 50 upon pi. We have got rq is equal to 50 upon pi. It implies that r is equal to q root of 50 upon pi. 50 by pi to the power 1 by 3. Now we will find out d square s by dr square. So now minus 200 and differentiation r to the power minus 2, what will we get? Minus 2 upon r cube. Yeah, differentiation of r to the power minus 2 into r to the power minus 2 minus 1, the minus 2 upon r cube, right, plus 4 pi, differentiation r will be 1. Now if I put the value of r cube over here, this is how much? 50 upon pi. Now this is equal to minus 200 into minus 2, 400 upon the value of RQ is 50 upon pi plus 4 pi. Now this is now 50, 8 pi plus 4 pi, 12 pi, which is greater than 0. See now, ds square by dr square differentiated, and then I have to find out the d square by dr square at r is q is equal to 50 upon pi, and that is greater than 0. Therefore, it has minimum surface area. Minimum surface area. And when it has minimum surface area, we have to find out what? Find the dimension of the cone. Dimension means what? R and H, radius and height. Radius already we have calculated, that radius is 50 upon pi to the power 1 by q, and I have to find out now H, and already we have one relation in terms of R and H. Initially we have done, that is H is equal to, also R is equal to 50 upon pi to the power 1 by 3, and H is equal to, initially the equation which I have written, that H is equal to 100 upon pi r square. 100 upon pi r square. Now put the value 100 upon pi and the value of r. R is equal to 50 by pi. 50 by pi to the power 1 by 3 to the power 2, that means to the power 2 by 3, which we will solve. Then what we will get? That is equal to 2 into H will be 2 into 50 by pi to the power 1 by 3. Right? Right? Or should I solve it further? Therefore, the dimension of the radius and the height of the cylinder is 50 by pi to the power 1 by 3, and the height is 2 into 50 by pi to the power 1 by 3. Right? Here, pi to the power 1, pi to the power 2 by 3, isn't it? 1 plus 2 by 3. Okay, take this power together, pi r square, and then we get 2 into 50 by pi to the power 1 by 3. Right? Right. After this, we will have question number 22, 23. 22 we have, a wire of length 28 meter is to be cut into two pieces. One of the piece is to be made into a square and the other into a circle. What should be the length of the two pieces so that the combined area of the square and the circle is minimum? A wire of, just I will give you the hint and then I will leave this question. We don't know what is the radius and dimension of the two part which we are going to make, that is a square and the circle, right? But we know one thing, that a wire of length 28 meter, a wire of length 28 meter, it is there, and this I am going to use to make two things. One is a circle and one is a square. That means, of course, the perimeter of this and the perimeter of this, that is perimeter of circle plus perimeter of a square is equal to 28. This part you have to just make it sure. That means the perimeter of both and their sum will be equal to 28 centimeter. We don't know what, let the radius is r, this side is x. So now what I can say, that this 2 pi r plus perimeter of the square 4x is equal to 28. Now from here I can either eliminate x. So now I can write that x is equal to, or first of all you divide each term by 2, will have 14 is equal to pi r plus 2x, and therefore I can write x is equal to 14 minus pi r upon 2. Now x we have got in terms of this, right? This is already r, this is x in terms of r. Now we have to have that what is the length and the two pieces, so that the combined area of the square and the circle. Now I will talk about the area. Area of circle, we know that pi r square. Area of a square is equal to side square. And now we will have this equation. Just one more minute. Area of the circle is pi r square plus this is x square. Already this is already in terms of r. Now area is equal to pi r square plus x, already we have got x is equal to 14 minus pi r by 2. Now here 14 minus pi r upon 2 whole square. This is again function. Now this is the function in terms of area which is given, okay, in terms of length 28 and the radius, and now we'll differentiate with respect to r, and then we'll get the solution. Okay. Now question number 23. I'll be solving question number 23. Right. This was the hint for question number 22. Number 23 we have, prove that the volume of the largest cone that can be inscribed in a sphere of radius r. A sphere, in the sphere we have to inscribe a cone, right? A, B, C. It is a cone, and this cone has given that its radius is r. Of course, the radius r we can have here. It is given that this part is given r. Now this is capital R, this is also r. This is given. A cone inscribed in a sphere of radius r. We don't have the base radius of the cone and the height of the cone. Let us suppose this x be the radius of the cone. Let x be the radius of the cone inscribed in a sphere of given radius r. Right? Now this r is the given, that's why with this I am not going to differentiate. Now when this one is x, I can have the value of OD also, but see, while I was doing this, I thought it's better to take OD will be x. I'll tell you why. Okay, let OD is equal to x. Now let OD is equal to x. Let OD is equal to x. Let OD is equal to x of the cone inscribed in a sphere of given radius r. And then see what happens. Then the radius of cone will be what? AD. Radius of cone is AD and this is x. Therefore, radius of cone is equal to AD, and this AD is equal to under root r square minus x square. Under root r square minus x square. This will be AD. Okay. And the height of cone will be CD, and that CD is equal to what? R plus x. R plus x. See, if I would have taken x, then here I would have got under root r square minus x square. It would have been difficult to add with this r and to differentiate it. That's why just switch over, take this as x, and when I take this one as x, this height of the cone becomes r plus x, and the radius becomes AD is equal to under root r square minus x square. So now we have got the radius and the height of the cone. Now on which part we have to make the function? The volume. And the volume of cone, the formula we know that the volume of cone is equal to 1 by 3 pi r square h. Here for volume I will take V, 1 by 3 pi radius. Here the radius is what? Under root r square minus x square. So there I will write here now under root r square minus x square whole square into h. H is what? R plus x. So now we have got what? V is equal to pi by 3 r square minus x square into r plus x. Now this is a function in terms of given radius capital R and one variable which I have assumed as x. Right? Now I will differentiate it. So now differentiate with respect to x, dv by dx is equal to pi by 3. The product will apply, differentiation of r square minus s square. Differentiation of r is 0. So you will have minus 2x into r plus x plus r plus x into differentiation of r square minus x square. What? Differentiation of r square minus x square is minus 2x into r plus x. Now r square minus x square into differentiation of r plus x, r will be 0 and x will be 1. 0 plus 1. Just go one more step ahead. Pi by 3 minus 2xr plus minus 2x square plus r square minus x square. So now we will get here, we get dv by dx is equal to minus pi by 3. From where I have taken here minus, no need to minus here, fine. Pi by 3 r square minus 3x square minus 2xr. R square minus 3xr minus 2xr minus 3x square. Can I write this is equal to, for maximum minimum, dv by dx is equal to 0, right? And therefore what will have? Pi by 3 in bracket r square minus 2xr minus 3x square equal to 0. Therefore can I write now pi by 3, this can I write r square minus 3xr, factorize it, 3xr plus xr minus 3x square equal to 0. It is now pi by 3 r common, r minus 3x plus x common, r minus 3x equal to 0. Fine. This is now pi by 3 in bracket r minus 3x and r plus x equal to 0, and it gives you r is equal to 3x and r is equal to minus x. R is equal to minus x is not possible. That means r is equal to 3x, we have capital R is equal to 3x. Okay, now this is the result we have got, r equal to 3x. Now I have to check that it will have maximum volume at r is equal to 3x. That means now I will differentiate again with respect to that. Okay. So now d to v by dx square is equal to dy by dx is this is equal to pi by 3 in bracket differentiation of r square is 0 minus 6x minus 2xr will have simply minus 2x. Yes or no? That is minus 8x by 3 into pi, which is less than 0, negative, and that's why if I put here r is equal to 3x or x is equal to r by 3, I can put x is equal to r by 3. That means ds square v by dx square at x is equal to r by 3 is less than 0, and therefore it will have maximum volume at r is equal to 3x. This part also we have done. Now what I have to prove that the 8 by 27th of the volume of a sphere, this lastly I have to put the last part. You know that the volume of a sphere is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube, right? And the volume of cone we have written there 1 by 3 pi r square minus x square into r plus x. Am I right? This is the initially we have written that the volume pi r square into h. Now we know that x is equal to r by 3. So now wherever x we have, put r by 3. So now put 1 by 3 pi r square minus r by 3. Put x is equal to r by 3. We have 1 by 3 r square, x square will have r square by 9 r plus r by 3. Now this is pi by 3 into 9 r square minus r square, 8 r square by 9 into 4 r upon 3. This can I write 8 by 27 into 4 pi r cube. Can I write? See, 8 upon 27, 4 by 3 pi r cube. This is what? This is equal to 8 by 27 into the volume of a sphere, and hence the result. That's why we have proved that yes, the volume of cone is 8 by 27 of the volume of a sphere, and this the end of this question 23. Now 3-4 questions are left, 24, 25, 26. These 3 questions with one more problem I will do in the next session. Since it will be too much, that's why I stop this lecture here only, and I wish you a nice day ahead. Please keep on working and do well at your place. Thank you very much.